Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Sylveon here, Master Rank in the jungle. Wanted to show you guys this really cool build idea that I came up with recently. Been doing some playtesting with Sylveon, trying a bunch of new items and what have you. And I wanted to test out leftovers with Shellbell with her, her healing ability. Now, at first glance, it's leftovers. It's not that great, right? But when you couple Shellbell with leftovers, with her insane healing with her ability, it's pretty nuts. Like, outside of combat, sometimes I'll heal for 100 a tick. It's pretty cool, let alone the dominance that Sylveon brings to Pokemon Unite. Right now, it's pretty insane. Especially with somebody who's competent when playing Sylveon, and or perhaps Sylveon's your favorite Pokemon. You're gonna sit here, you're gonna play Sylveon a lot till you get good with her. Her skill cap versus a lot of Pokemon is pretty wide, but at the same time, her potential to get kills, her potential to be in a fight at all times is pretty insane. Look at the healing that I'm getting back just between the, these mix of these items with Draining Kiss, Leftovers, and Shellbell. It's absolutely incredible. You see how much, look at that, 158 per Draining Kiss, let alone you will heal when you're outside of combat with Leftovers. It's pretty insane. I think if I would have played that a little bit differently, and backed up a little bit more before activating Kiss right there, I might have lived. He might have been out of range for his auto attack. But with the sustain and her ability with Shellbell is pretty nuts. Now the way Shellbell works, it has an internal cooldown, but it also heals you depending on how much special attack you currently have. So the higher your special attack, the more healing that you get. Now, being Sylveon with Draining Kiss, it allows you to stay up a lot longer during team fights. And sadly enough, I'm actually bullying this top lane during this game. Just because, so bot lane is playing against a Ralts, right? Ideally, you might say, let's just go bot lane. It's easy kills, it's free points, it's what have you. True, because you're playing against a Ralts in the bot lane. I'd rather put pressure in the lane in which I think may have a hard time, i.e. the Snorlax and Lucario up here. May be very good versus, the Rebu and the Squirtle, right? Or Turtle, what have you. So I'm trying to put pressure up here on them instead of being bot lane, where I know I'm guaranteed, possible kills. I don't want my team to fall behind in the top lane whatsoever. Especially versus a Lucario who could get out of hand really quickly. As you see, we come down this bot lane. I'm level 8. War Turtle just hit level 7. I get my Unite move. We come down, we clean house. Because as Sylveon, like I said, you can be super aggressive and sustain yourself, no problem, with Draining Kiss and Shellbell. And as you're rotating between top and mid, top, bottom, what have you, you're healing with Leftovers. So you're always either, 50% or higher HP as you rotate. And some people, they don't understand how fast Sylveon can clear a map, like can get from A to B with her Mystic Fire. It's pretty nuts. And on top of that, we also have Focus Band in case we get super low in HP and we don't get enough back from Draining Kiss, which will also keep us up in team fights, allowing us to do another Mystical Fire or Draining Kiss to either sustain or get out of the team, get out of the situation. Now on the downside here, our Cinderace is still top lane. So I see people who always question, what happens when you're in Master Rank, does it get better, does it get worse? Sometimes it gets better, right guys? Sometimes it does. People will rotate, people will want to do objectives, and then sometimes you do get players who are like the Cinderace up there. Hats off to the guy. I mean, he did score, he did get the Rotom, but we lost to Dreadnought. Now, you could argue if he was bot lane, we might have been able to get it, possibly. Well, I don't know that. Our team doesn't know that. But if he was down here, he could also apply more pressure. Because in top lane right now, he is being uncontested, right? But he's not doing anything besides getting some Bs right now and then going to score. Whereas in the bot lane, we missed the chance of getting Dreadnought. We missed the chance of actually cleaning the whole team down here and taking this goal, right? But it's okay, because it's a team game. You want to do as best as you can in a team setting. Now, if you've noticed, this Lucario has been after me for a minute, right? He activates his Unite move, he comes on with me a Power Punch or what have you. And I still was able to out-sustain his damage through his shield from his Unite move and his passive ability. My healing was able to keep myself up, which I find absolutely incredible. Now, if you couple Sylveon with a healing support, with this build setup, I think you could almost probably be unkillable, especially if you play with the Blissey. Now, only Pokemon I think, in general, even without a support with this build, overall I have trouble with so far, is Zeraora. Now you could argue Gengar could possibly give me trouble too, because it's a giant burst in my face, you know? And they can stick on you with Dream Eater, he can stick on me with his dashes. And sometimes even Gardevoir could actually do really, really well versus you if he gets that stun off on you. But if you're sitting here playing a poke-oriented game with Pokemon who are just slightly just auto-attack based, like Lucario or Cinderace, you can out-sustain them with your healing. Because it's not a in-your-face burst damage. It's, you know, a little bit of pecks here and there. I think it's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. Obviously there are better builds for Sylveon, but this was one that I enjoyed. One that I felt that was being more of a nuisance, if that makes sense. Now again, Zeraora can still delete whoever he feels like deleting. All he has to do is hit his Unite move button and watch somebody die. Let's be fair. I don't think that's, you know, I don't think that Unite move's actually, you know, that fair. But in a sense, you can't dodge it, you just take the damage. Whereas Pokemon like Cinderace, for example, you can knock him out of the air when he jumps up. You can't do that with Zeraora. You know what I mean? It's just instantaneous damage with no counterplay for free. But you could argue Sylveon's the same way. But her Unite move at least doesn't take all your health away, right? But each their own. Hopefully we get back down to this bot lane and we can get this rotation off. My team is trying to do Dreadnought right now, so I'm trying to create space for my squad. I don't want Gardevoir coming over there with the Unite move or any of that nature. And I also don't know how I got dragged over there. That was really, really weird in that situation. But look at the sustain with the Pokemon. Like, look how much sustain I can go back up. It's really, really cool. Now, there also is another instance where Sylveon isn't as strong as she used to be, right? Yeah, they got up like super fast. I don't know what I was doing. But she isn't as good as she used to be on release day. They did nerf her damage and her potential like really, really quick. They hotfixed her right away. Now, she was a little bit abusive. More so like you can just play the Pokemon and you can deal absurd amount of damage. For no reason, you just jump on somebody Mystic Fire and it just chunks her health, right? Now, it kind of does that in a sense, just definitely not as much DPS as it was doing before. But in the same situation, you're still super mobile, you still can poke and sustain yourself. I think she has a lot of fun. And if you guys haven't picked her up yet, please give her a shot, man. These team fights with her, just each their own. I think they're phenomenal, especially when you actually get a decent composition playing with you with supports and a tank in the front line. She can do really, really well and carry you into the master rank, no problem. Hopefully you guys did enjoy seeing some Sylveon gameplay. This isn't my main build, but this is something, like I said, I had fun with playing. I will be doing a master's guide on Sylveon here soon, so I can show you, you know, different build choices, different options for items and what have you, what to do in certain situations where you should be. But hey man, this has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you... Oh, by the way, before we end the video here, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know we do have a Discord in the down there. So please hop in, say hello, you know, say hi, say something, man. You guys could be like, oh, you suck, or whatever. Just join the community, have a good time. It's nothing but Pokemon currently. That's all we're talking about is just Pokemon. We have a new Diamond and Pearl update coming here soon that will be featured on the channel as well. So hopefully you guys are interested in walkthroughs and gameplays and what have you on that note. But for right now, we're just doing a lot of Pokemon stuff. Now the community is growing. There's a lot of friendly faces in there. There's a lot of different time zones. Let's poke around, say hi, see what's going on. Get a chance to play standard games with me if you want. But hey man, this has been Pawse Plays. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and head out.